Alright, another low-priced fixed blade. This here is an Mtech knife, which apparently has different names on different sites. I found this on one site listed as M5 Bowie fighter, and on eBay I found this as serpentine blade. What was a tactical fighter? What they do have in common is it's designed by Tom Anderson. So if you search for Mtech Tom Anderson, either fighter or tactical, you should find it. The blade is made of 440C stainless. Let's see here. Which at first concerned me somewhat, but then I looked a bit more into it, and apparently 440C is not all that bad. The typical choice on cheap blades is 440. If it just says 440 or it just has stainless, then it's most often it's either 420 or 440, and if it says only 440, it's typically 440A. But of those 440 and 420 varieties, 440C is actually the best, and 420 would be the worst. So for this type of steel, the rather cheap variety of steel, it's actually pretty good. It doesn't have the greatest edge retention if you compare it to other more expensive steels, but it's definitely not bad, and especially for what it's meant for. And this is not a camping knife, and you definitely shouldn't be batoning with this. It is meant as a self-defense knife, and for that 440C is probably pretty good, because the idea behind the self-defense knife is you would just sharpen it real good once, and then you would never have to sharpen it again, because that means you don't have to use it, which is the best case scenario. But if you had to use this in self-defense, 440C, it should do the job. I really wouldn't worry about it breaking or bending or anything. So it's not fantastic, but it's not bad. The handle scales are very nice. These are Micarta scales. Have this fine texturing and this sort of wood grain looking appearance, and they are very comfortable. They feel great in the hand, and they are pretty secure because of the surface texturing, and these holes here also add to it. They're definitely not slippery at all. It's pretty nice. And also the shape of the tang here, it's quite practical because it prevents your hand from slipping there, catches. And you also have this really generous guard, pretty large and quite badass looking. It's really secured, absolutely prevents your hand from sliding up, and it would even protect the hand from incoming blades here, which would be caught there. And then it even has a lanyard hole on top of that, so if you use that with a lanyard too, there is pretty much nowhere you're going to drop this. It's a really secure handle. Quite nice indeed. Comfortable, ergonomic, good looking. Yeah, in my opinion, the grip is a bit longer than it needs to, but that's not really an issue. It can actually be an advantage because you can choke up on it and get more reach out of it. The blade is very aesthetically pleasing, just like the handle. At least in my opinion, it's quite nice. Has the slight belly here, and some really nice lines and curves all around this knife. and also has a nice hollow grind there, which is, unfortunately, there's no false edge here. It's just a distal taper. You could probably grind it into an edge, which would definitely be an advantage, but considering how thick it is, that would probably be a lot of work. But it could be done. I have no idea what these grooves here are supposed to do. Probably nothing. I assume that it's just for looks. Also comes with a nylon sheath, which, while it's not outstanding, it's definitely decent quality. It's sturdy enough. And there's this snap-on button here, and belt loop. So yeah, definitely usable. And the sharpness right out of the box actually surprised me. It's real nice and sharp. Take a look at that. That was a really clean cut, and it definitely cuts the paper effortlessly, cleanly, like this. But yeah, as you can see, pretty good performance, very sharp. It's not hair shaving sharp, but almost. Definitely sharp enough. So that was quite nice. You don't have to resharpen it yourself, unless you really want it to be razor sharp, which wouldn't require that much of an effort. The price range is about $18 to $25. I have also seen it on a French site for 35 euros, which seems a bit overpriced in comparison, but still, for what you're getting, that's a really good price. The like I said, the steel, yeah, of course it could be better, but for the price, I would say that it's the best that you can hope for. If you would want something like high carbon steel or really high performance stainless steel, you would have to whip out some more cash. So for the price, this is excellent. And like I said, fantastic look, really great, comfortable and secure handling, very sharp out of the box, and yeah, overall great. It's definitely among the knives that we offer in the store, this would definitely have to be one of my favorites.